So we're going to be drawing the graphs of these equations, not using Desmos. We're going to be identifying where the vertex is and then figuring out where the graph goes from there. So we said before that when we have this -1 inside the bracket with the x, that moves the graph in the x direction by 1 unit. Don't forget, if it's x -1, that moves the 0 for this graph to x equals +1. So it moves it 1 unit to the right. So the x coordinate of the vertex is 1. And this +2 on the end here moves the vertex up 2. So this graph has a vertex at 1, 2. So we can put a point right there. We know that if we go 1 unit to the right, the graph goes up 1 unit, 1 unit to the left. It's up 1 unit as well, it's symmetrical. At 2 units to the right, it goes up 4 units from the vertex. So 2 squared is 1, 2, 3, 4 units higher. And similarly 2 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4 units higher. If we were to go out 3, it would be up 9. That's off the graph. So we've got enough points here to simply draw this graph. And we can draw it just through the points like that, as smooth as we possibly can. And maybe indicate with arrows that it goes upwards and keeps going. Number 2, the graph is going to look a little different because of this 2, but it doesn't affect the vertex. This -2 here shifts the vertex 2 units again to the right, so the vertex is at 2. And the 5 is adding to the y, moving it up by 5. So the vertex is at 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. In this case, moving 1 unit to the right goes up 2 units. 1 squared is 1, but that 2 out front doubles that value to 2. And then 1 unit to the left, 1 squared is 1, multiplied by the 2 is there. So this graph is a bit steeper than the previous graph, a bit narrower looking, and looks like that. Both of these units have positive a values here. If you have something like y equals negative x, say, plus 1 squared, this negative means that the graph would go down. But both of these examples that we had show the graph going upwards, opening up. We say the graph you say the graph opens upwards because if you think of it as a bowl, the open side of it faces